Hello! Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is neither a charity shop nor a car boot haul, but a mishmash of the two. It's a mix-up. Normally I do one or the other. This week you're getting it all. I didn't do very much charity shop shopping, but I didn't do a live stream with Lex yesterday morning to show my car boot stuff. So it's all in one together, and it's really all in one together on the table. It's jumbled up, it's thrown on there any old how. We're just going to go with it. Before I begin, let me just show you today's specs. As always, courtesy of Zimpf. Address in the description box, code there if you want it. Both the pairs that I've ordered recently, I've gone for a blue. These ones have, these are an ombre, they're blue at the top, and then they ombre down. Do you ombre down? You know, they graduate down into a grey. I really like that graduated effect. The shape somewhat reminds me of the National Health specs we had as kids, but do you remember they came very much into fashion at one point? Not at the point when I had to wear them, but later on. So really pleased with these. Thank you as always to Zimpf for my lovely specs, and as always, details in the description box for you guys. I'm going to start with the bit that I've got in my hand, which is a bag of mugs that I got from the filler bag guy. That should not be in there. I didn't do filler bag, I'm just calling him filler bag guy so you know who I mean. I paid £7 for everything I got from him today, and it's not all in here, some of it's in this pile, so I'll show you when I get to it. But in the £7 we've got a little Anton Berg, which is not a name that I've come across before, I must admit. Tiny cake stand. I'm going to have a look and see if I can find any reference to it on the bay. Interestingly, Anton Berg appears to make liqueurs and things in marzipan, so perhaps this was originally part of a gift set that somebody bought for Christmas maybe? My appointment to the Royal Danish Court. When you put in Anton Berg stand, no results whatsoever. So I suspect it may have been a promotional item that came with some liqueurs or something like that. Whether that means that it is absolutely useless for resale, I don't know. It's a cute thing though, isn't it? At the end of the day, if the worst happens, I bought a cute thing. And then the rest of this is all mugs. So there is this one, which is Royal Mail. I didn't know Royal Mail. Oh, it's a Wallace and Gromit Royal Mail one. There we go. The funny thing is, I picked it up because it had Royal Mail on. I didn't even realise it was Wallace and Gromit. Now, that actually makes it nicer because there definitely are Wallace and Gromit collectors out there. So that's one. Unfortunately, it's got somebody's tea in it, so we need to get rid of that. A nice little Jamie Oliver cheeky monkey. Lex spotted that one. Two of these, their brand is, it says Rose of England Fine Bone China, and they've got butterflies on. Don't know if they're any good to resell, but Mum would like those, I think. So if they're no good for selling, they'll go to Mum. There's a little Dunoon, which is Christmas 1991, designed by Sue Scullard. Another Dunoon, which I thought was Creepy Crawlies at first, but it's not, it's Grub Hunters. Dunoon Grub Hunters one. And then lastly, a mug with bees on it! A mug with bees on it. She likes bees. Do you want the mug with bees on it? Natalie's going to have that one. She's not very well, she's in bed. And there's me just shouting out. She's not asleep because I can hear her playing videos on her phone, but she's having a bit of a chill. She did a night shift, and sometimes the night shifts aren't restful. Right, there we go. That's all the mugs. Clank. Back in the bag. So I paid £7 to Steve for those mugs and a couple of other bits that'll turn up in a minute. I think the absolute star pickup of this week is going to be these. These are vintage Sylvanian families. Not these ones, funny enough, but these. And I've got, as you can see, lots of them. I didn't actually keep track of how many, and there are one or two here that aren't Sylvanian families that I will have to find out what they are instead. But there are some nice rare ones. Nick and Tom and I were having a quick look at Auntie Sue to see what was there. I paid £16 and a smile. So I was bartering with the chap, house clearance guy, and I said to him, how much are these? And he said, oh, £1 a figure. And I was like, ouchie. I said, £1 a bag or £1 a figure? He said, no, £1 a figure. And I was like, well, there's 6 in that bag alone. So I said, how much for all of them? And he said, oh, 20 quid. And I said, is that your best? And he went, what are you thinking? And I said, I'll do 15. He said, I'll do 18. I said, I'll do 16 and a smile. He said, I'll do 15 and a cuddle. I said, I'll do 16 and a smile. It's too hot for cuddling. We did 16. No matter what kind of a bargain it is, I'm not cuddling random chaps at the car boot sale to get a discount. Just a smile. Anyway, one of the families in there looks like it might be a £50–60 family on its own before we go through the rest. So either way, whatever happens, there's money in that little bundle. Pleased with that. £2 each on these Skechers. £2 per pair, not time £2 each shoe. That wouldn't be a deal. £2 per pair on these. So these are... There's a name for this kind of a low back style, like a slip-on trainer, isn't there? And I can't remember what it is. If anybody knows, in the comments box below would help me out greatly. £2 for those. They are a size. They are a size. I don't know what size they are, but they're definitely a size. They're a 4.5, UK 4.5. And as the other pair were from the same lady, they're probably the same size, aren't they? Blue, more comforty ones, these. Definitely softer with the elasticated lace. These are a size. What are we betting they're the same size? Can't see a label in these at all. Oh, these are 3. I love my new glasses, but I still need reading glasses for reading with, and these aren't them. These were 3, so they go. It's strange that they're the same lady, and yet one pair's a 4.5 and one pair's a 3, but perhaps they weren't both her own, perhaps they were family. Either way, nice condition. They've been washed. You can smell that they've been through the washing machine and they've come out nice. So pleased with those for £2. I've got a couple of jugs. Look at my lovely jugs. These are by Peregrine Potteries of Stoke-on-Trent. They're both Peregrine Potteries and they've got the original price stickers on £12.95. They are both crazed, unfortunately. They're not broken, but they are crazed. But hopefully that won't matter to somebody. That one's got sheep all over it. I know one of you guys out there loves sheep because I've sold you sheep stuff before, but you may not want a crazed jug and that's okay. But yeah, 50p per jug on those two. This was 50p. This was at the Sunday car boot sale. I should have said it in the beginning, by the way. I've been to 3 car boot sales over this weekend. A massive one in Chesterfield on Saturday and then 2 yesterday morning. So this was at yesterday morning's car boot sale and it was 50p and it's Dinaware. Dinaware, and then it says PYR-O-REY. Pyarray. That's not very easy to pronounce. I've never heard of Dinaware. D-Y-N-A ware. Dinaware. Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. It's definitely a thing. Look, other people have heard of it, even if I haven't. Now, it's only a tiny one-person casserole dish, but I thought it was nice that it has its lid. They're calling it a custard cup dish. I found the exact same one. There it is. That's definitely my one, isn't it? Custard cup dish, milk glass, brown daisy flour. Now that's someone in the US trying to sell it for $5.95, so it's not where my millions are, but it's easy to find online, which helps when I want to sell it. This is from the big Chesterfield car boot, and it's an enormous bag of pin badges. It's not an enormous bag, but it's an enormous amount in the bag. Huge number of charity pin badges, not only in their packets, but also a huge load of loose ones in the bottom. A few less now because I've dropped them on the floor. That needs some careful sorting through. There are wildlife ones and birds ones and various things, so I will sort them into types and probably sell them in bundles according to types. I paid £10 for the lot. The lady had them marked at 50p each, and again I said to her how much for the lot, and she said, oh, tenner. So yeah, they will be sorted into types, and I'll probably sell a bundle of birds and a bundle of animals and things like that. I paid 20p for this Primark lamb comforter. That needs a wash. It's got a bit grubby around the face, but apart from that, it's in good condition. You stay there, you're going to wash. I thought that this was the pickup of the weekend. This was before I bought the Sylvanian families, because it's a Desigual bag and it was only £2. And I was like, it's in really good condition. It's fantastic. I'm chuffed to bits. When I unpoppered it, I realised that it should have 2 poppers and 1 is missing. That's sad, but not earth-shattering. Still fastens up. It won't be the end of the world, but it's a shame that it's not as perfect as I thought it was. But yeah, Desigual bag, £2. I also paid £2 for this Babyliss Big Hair. I've never used a Babyliss Big Hair. It's a heated styling brush, you know, a hot air blow dry styling brush. And I've never used one. And it doesn't look like as the person who owned it used it very much either, because there's not a lot of hair in it. Obviously I'll get a really good clean. You can sterilise these brushes as well, as hairdressers do. Hairdressers always sterilise their implants in between. So I will clean it, sterilise the head part before I sell it on. And they seem to be selling for £15-ish, so £2 into 15, that'll be okay. This one, I haven't yet found this exact one for sale online, but I know that it was worth picking up because of the brand. So the brand is Cross. It's a Stylo Bloom in classic black. Puzzled as to why the logo doesn't show through the hole on that box, unless that was just a poorly designed bit. Maybe it doesn't belong in that box. It's a matte black, beautiful Cross fountain pen, gold plated nib, etc, etc. Really lovely thing. I love writing with a fountain pen, but how often do we write anything these days? In 2021 you don't write that much, do you? I'm hardly sitting at my executive desk signing off letters and cheques that my secretary's bringing in for me. It's got the cartridges in there. It's got the fountain pen filler bit so that you can fill it with your own ink, but it's also got cartridges, so it obviously takes both, which is interesting. It was £2. Cross is a really good brand in pens and stationery, so I'm hoping that it will do well for me, but I don't actually have a price in mind for it as yet. It needs a spot of research. I'm coming away from car boot stuff and back into charity shop stuff for a moment. This is all the things that I picked up while I was in Devon for 2 days this week. We only popped in a couple of charity shops in Seton, and I only bought stuff from one, I think. So I got a Rubix clock. Rubik's puzzle clock. The idea is that you get both sides saying the same time. It's very difficult. It was 50p. They sell for about £10. I picked up a Totes Umbrella. This is a surprising thing that these sell well, but they do sell for about £10 to £15. I haven't opened it to check what condition it's in, and I'm not going to open it indoors because half of my viewers will have a conniption about bad luck. But I'll take it out in the garden and open it in a bit and see it and make sure it's in good condition before I list it. That was £1.50. For 50p I got a little Jellycat corduroy comforter. He was 50p, I just said that. And then this was just on the pound rail, and I bought it because it was pretty, really. It's the brand is Pedro del Hierro, I think it says. Pedro del Hierro in Spain, and it's just a cotton broderie anglaise dress, but it was in really nice condition. It's summery and it was pretty, and it was £1. So these 3 items came from a lady just as we were leaving the car boot. Everybody was beginning to pack up and we were toddling back round, and I noticed this lady had plus size items, brand new with tags. She was asking £5 each, and I think we did 3 for £12 in the end. So as said, this is Yours London. It is a 30 to 32, which is what I used to be. It was £36.99 originally, still has its tag, and it's just an animal print summer dress with elasticated sleeve and a ruched waistline. So really nice, £36.99. I say if I've done 3 for £12, then I have paid £4 for that. Ditto, £4 for this one. Again, this has always got a bit of grass. This one happens when you buy stuff at car boot, so I get a bit of dried grass on it. This again, Yours Clothing, 30 to 32, original price £26.99. Simple black jersey summer dress with a broderie anglaise sleeve detail. Brand new with its tags, £4 for that one. Go in the bag. And are we seeing a pattern emerging here? £4 for this one. Yours Clothing, 30 to 32. Has its original tag but no original price, which is odd. The price simply isn't printed on there. This is a navy blue cotton polyester blend summer dress in a polka dot print. It is extraordinary how, when I was that size, couldn't find anything at the car boots. Now I'm not that size anymore. An abundance. I did get one for me. This is an Evans. It's an Evans Silver Lake, which is an old Evans label. And it's just a navy and white striped button-down collar sweatshirt. That one's for me. It's a 26-28, I think. 26-28, so it might be a little bit large because I'm going 24-26 now, but bigger is better in the winter, isn't it? Because you feel more kind of wrapped up and cosy. So pleased with that one. That one was £3. The lady had that, it was a different store, she had that marked at 5 and I offered her 3 and she took it. There's a little bit of benefit to being there just at the end, isn't it, when people are trying to pack up and go home and they're willing to drop their prices. 20p for this comforter. I don't know what brand it is. I think it might be Posh Paws. Maybe it doesn't say, I don't know. Elephant comforter, 20p for that one. I paid £2 for this piece of material. I've been trying to work out what the pattern was. I think it's got a swallow on it. It's got a little repeating swallow pattern. There we go. I think there isn't enough to make anything to wear out of it. I'm sure there isn't enough to make anything. Unless I lose several more dress sizes, there's not enough to make something for me to wear. But it's a really nice piece of material, so I'll make something out of it. One day, when I actually get some sewing done, in between trying to get everything else done and not managing to get anything done. It's been a very chasing your tail kind of period in my life recently, when I just don't seem to have any time for anything. I'm bodging everything, but I'm not really doing anything well. I paid 50p for a navy blue machine die. I didn't particularly want it, but I had purchased something else from this lady for £1.50, which is down here somewhere. Hang on, there we go. I bought this embroidered Irish linen handkerchief, which is a lovely thing, terribly packaged, and she wanted £1.50 for that. I think there's only one, but there might be more than one in there. I think it's one. She wanted £1.50 for that, but she actually didn't have any change. She wasn't prepared to drop her price down to £1, but she also didn't have 50p change. So I said to her, well, how much is the machine die? She said, we can have that for 50p. So I've got a navy blue machine die that I don't really need and don't know what I'm going to do with. It doesn't have an awful lot of resale value, but perhaps I'll just dye some stuff navy blue. I might dye my tablecloths navy blue because my front room is a blue theme and my tablecloths are white linen, and yeah, I might dye them navy blue. That might be nice. I think I paid £2 for this. It is a Vantona double duvet set in classic vintage floral print. I think it was £2. I am doubting my memory on it. I remember the lady very clearly. I think I paid £2 for those. She said to me, oh, you've just missed a big dormer one. I was like, oh. Nice pickup just as we were leaving the first car boot sale yesterday morning of these 3 comforters. I found this one at one end of the lady store. It does need a wash, and she went, oh, I've got some more over there. So I paid 3 for £1. There's a Sainsbury's dinosaur one, he needs a wash. There is a White Company reindeer one, he's perfectly clean, he doesn't need a wash. And then there is a Disney soft Dumbo one. I anticipate turning that £1 into nearly 60. This was only £1 and I nearly didn't buy it at all. It was only when the lady said we can have it for £1. It's an Emma Bridgewater travel set, which is something I would normally jump on, but it has got some sun damage to 2 of the bits. So it might only be the passport cover that's actually worth selling out of that. But when she said she only wanted £1 for it, I thought it was worth a punt. I paid £2 for this, £3 for this. This is a Jules Kindle cover. I think it's the Paperwhite size, which is the Kindle I have, so I'm going to go find my Kindle in a bit and try it, and if it is, then I'm keeping that for me because I think it's very pretty. If it isn't any good for me, then it will sell for £10, so either way, that one's a win. £3 for this really nice and completely unused Fiorelli bag. It's still got the strap tied up in its original string. It has a beautiful floral print on it. I just thought it was really, really nice. It's just a crossbody bag. £3 for that, brand new, unused. Can't go wrong. 50p each for these 2. They're only Primark Harry Potter, but Primark Harry Potter still sells. So there's a Harry Potter t-shirt and I solemnly swear I am up to no good. Oh no, I beg your pardon, it doesn't say that. It says I don't go looking for trouble. Trouble usually finds me. Quotation jumper. There we go. 50p each for those. We are coming towards the end, I believe. These were £2 each and the lady did 2 for £3, so they're just flotation swimming aid vests in 2 different sizes. I think I've got a 5 to 6 and a 3 to 4 or something like that. 3 to 6 and 2 to 3. They always sell well. I've sold several of these this summer. This one's particularly nice because it has an additional strap that goes underneath, so that's quite useful. I've sold several of those this summer already, so they churn. They just churn out. From Steve, I picked up several bits for £7. I showed you all the cups and the little cake stand. I picked up these, which I thought were Sylvanian when I picked them up, but they are not. I need to find out what they are because there's a couple that are not Sylvanian in the other one as well. I do know a nice lady who will know. She will look at them and she will go, oh, they are so-and-so. So, they were those. There were these quite nice Waitrose polka dot cotton napkins. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I don't know whether I'm going to sell them or try and make something out of them, but I like polka dots. I'm a sucker for a polka dot. And then also in that £7 bundle, a Dormer Country Diary Collection tablecloth in its original packaging. I'm hoping that that means unused. I can't imagine that people use a tablecloth and then put it back in its... Oh, look at that. It's not just a tablecloth, it's napkins as well. That makes it even nicer. It is, however, damp. I'm glad I opened that because I would not have known that it was damp otherwise. So they need drying. Yeah. Yeah, that's like actual wet damp, not just it's been in the damp. So that they can go out on the line and dry. But apart, it's not got any signs of mould or anything on it. It's just a little bit moist. It's a brand new Country Diary Collection tablecloth and napkins. Does it mention... On the packaging it just says rectangular tablecloth. So I guess somebody's opened that and added the napkins to it. That was all in my £7. I paid £4 for these. The lady wanted £2 for the table mats and £2 for the coasters, and I said would she do them both for £3, and she said no she wouldn't. So sadly I paid the £4. But they're called coaching. And they are coaches and horses. Nice set of coach and horses, and it's nice to have the mats and the coasters together, which is why I wasn't prepared to split them. I was prepared to buy both. I don't think these things should be split up. They belong together. Lex would agree. £7 from a lady at the Chesterfield car boot got me another pile of ballet stuff. I have not yet listed the ballet stuff I got from the car boot a couple of weeks ago, but still. I've got a little black set, cardigan, leotard and dance skirt. I don't know which... I mean, maybe it's not ballet if it's black. Maybe it's jazz. Maybe jazz. Maybe they've learned black. Maybe they wear black for jazz classes or jazz dance or something like classic dance. I don't know. And then pink, 2 skirts, cardigan, leotard, and then 2 brownies t-shirts. Although sadly, one of them is in less good condition than the other. One is a little stained on the front there. It's almost always felt tip pen you find with brownies. I will treat that with some stain remover and hope I can get it out. So that's going downstairs to be sorted. But yeah, £7 for all of that wasn't a bad price really. Nearly done. Let me just show you this one. I did not need this, but the lady said it was £2 and I really liked it. Can you catch the iridescent colours on the camera there? It's got the kind of the iridescency with the rainbow glass. It was £2. I paid £5 for these, and I've seen this lady with these at this car boot several weeks, and she had tenner on them, and I'd never asked because I just thought, oh, she wants a tenner, you know. Yesterday I just thought, oh, I'll ask her. I said, will you take a £5? And she said yes. I really like them. They are Kellogg's cereal bowls, and somebody has sold a set on eBay for £30, so I was pleased to get them for £5. Last few bits are charity shop pickups. This is from the Bernardo's by Parkway Station. Lex and I always pop in there when I pick her up off the train. And it's a Kath Kidston milk jug, and the teapot's there as well. You'll have to believe me, I'm not unwrapping her. But yeah, so that was a nice pickup. It was marked at 15, and I don't usually haggle in a charity shop. But I was like, oh, 15's a little bit much. And the lady just said, oh, I'll do 12. And I was like, oh, okay then. So I don't think I would have said to her, will you do less? But I wasn't even talking to the lady. I was just like picking it up. I went, oh, this is nice. Oh, 15, that's a bit. I was more talking to myself. And she went, oh, I'll do 12. And I said, are you sure? And she said, oh yeah, it leaves me space to put something else out. So. And then last couple of bits are from the charity shop, which was an Oxfam next door to the Wetherspoons in Nottingham, where we went for breakfast. I got Debbie Shaw's Half Yard Kids Sewing Book. This one will be to sell on because I'm not really... Kids craft not really my thing. I will sell that one on. I got So Cute to Carry, which is handbags and purses, which I hopefully will use myself, and that has the patterns in the back, which is nice. And then for 99p I just got 2 lengths of probably lining fabric, some blue gingham and some green check. That is everything I picked up in the last 7 days to sell on eBay. or to keep for myself, as the case may be. More of it to keep for myself than I expected. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, if you have seen anything in this video that floats your boat, you can email me on the email address that is below in the descriptions box. Please don't message me on eBay about an item that you can't find on eBay. eBay don't like that. But the address is underneath in the descriptions box for anything you've seen. Editing Carla here. Guess who didn't realise that the camera battery and or memory had run out while she was recording this video? That's it anyway. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you for being here with me today, and I'll be back soon with more of whatever I do here. Take care. Bye for now.